Hi, this is Ronnie from fruityronster.com, and I've been asked a few times if I thought that durian was an addictive food, and what I'd have to say is I've not actually eaten durian since I was at Woodstock last year, I think. So that was in August last year, so that's maybe about 6 months since I've had it. So there is durian. I can buy frozen durian in packets in Chinese supermarkets in my city, but it's not something that I'm desperate to get all the time. And I like getting the good stuff when it's around, or when I'm around it. If I was in Thailand or something, and in that situation, then maybe I would be having it quite a lot. I'd maybe have it every day, and it's really enjoyable. And because it's very tasty and high in calories, then it's a fruit you want to go towards, I suppose. Perhaps especially at the end of the day, although I really enjoy it any time of the day. I like it in the morning as well, so I don't worry about that. Durian, I mean, you can, when you've been having it quite a lot, you start to smell it on you. You start to smell it on your breath and everything, and I suppose when you go to the toilet and all that, and I think it kind of starts leaking out in your pores a bit. But it's one of the most reviled fruits in the world, or hated, or I don't know what the right phrase is. But it gets a bad reputation because it really is delicious, but you need to get some good good quality durian, and you need to give it quite a few tries, and I never disliked the smell. I don't think the smell's bad, and to me it makes sense that it would smell like that. It's important that we can find these fruits. If we were in nature, if we were in a forest or something, it's important that it's got its own calling card to let you know where it is. So we particularly smell the durian very strongly, I think, because of that. But it's not just us, like all animals love durian, like tigers and all sorts of animals that don't particularly eat fruit, they'll eat durian. Probably because it's just such a high source of fat and everything. Well, it's not a particularly high source of fat, but it's a higher source of calories in terms of a fruit, and it's very appealing. However, I can't really say, I don't really know if I would get, once again, I would have to see what it's like if you're around it a lot of the time to tell if it's really addictive or not. But generally with fruit, even a fruit that you absolutely love, you generally get to a stage where you've had enough of it and you think, right, I'm not going to eat any of that for the next few weeks or the next few months or whatever, or it goes out of season so you can't get it anyway. But you usually have your fill, and that's the difference, I think, between something that you're genuinely addicted to, like coffee or something like that, or cigarettes. You genuinely never get enough of it, you just continually want more of it. So generally with fruit, and generally with raw food, you usually get enough of it, whatever you were looking for in that food. But durian's not the kind of thing that I'm desperate for, or I look forward to the next time I have it, but I don't really pursue it as much as I could. I don't, and I get a little bit embarrassed, I think. I don't know if embarrassed is the right word, but when I see people going overboard about it and talking about how amazing it is, and taking, I'm guilty of that as well, taking lots of pictures of yourself with with piles of durian and stuff because it looks great. But it's, at the end of the day, it's just food, and I don't get as excited about it as other people. But if I'm hungry, obviously I'm gonna want to eat it. So, but there are some people that have really, I mean, that's the reason a lot of people go to Thailand and places like that, is to get durian. That's why people call their YouTube channel Durian Rider, you know, and stuff like that, because it's such an appealing fruit and has such an appeal to it. And I don't know if it makes you high, I don't know if it does anything like that. I once spoke to Doug Graham about this, and I said, what is it that's special about durian, you know, why do people get so mad about it? And he said there's nothing special about durian, but if you think about it this way, you should have been having access to that and eating that for your entire life, as much as you wanted, you know, every year. And when you go for years and years of your life, decades or whatever, and you've never eaten durian, and it's something that your body wants or that has something good for you, then the first time you have it and the first time you start to like it, you realise what you've been missing all these years, you know. You're missing this experience, this taste. So people end up going a bit mad for it. And you know, I think some people, there is kind of stories of people that were like athletes and, you know, training a lot and really strong and everything, and really fit, and they get into durian and they just become like they just go off to Thailand or somewhere and just hibernate there for months, you know, eating durian every day for years. A guy called Derek that I met at Woodstock a couple of years ago, and I remember him from some early Durian Rider videos, and he was like really fit looking guy, like doing pull-ups and training with Harley. And then but then if you meet him now or more recently, he was, you know, he spent a whole year eating durian every day, you know. And he's completely, I guess it's just changed his whole vibe and changed his whole being. I mean, that not that I know Derek that well, but he is like the classic, you know, durian lover, you know, the classic kind of guy that's just wants to be around durian all the time. You know? So I quite enjoy that philosophy, but I'm not there yet that I can change my life so that I can just be in the tropics all the time with durian. But it's certainly appealing, and growing your own durian would be great as well. And there's some excellent stories. If you've ever heard Robert Lockhart's story about how he basically left his wife because she was so annoyed at how much durian he was eating, and they ended up getting divorced and stuff. Like, I don't know how true that is. I mean, I think he tells it as a bit of a joke, but but that's that, you know. So there's some great stories about it, and it's unlikely you're gonna leave your wife over like apples or something, or I don't know what else. So no, I don't think it's addictive. Some people find it really appealing, and people get a real relationship with fruit, you know. Sometimes you just get a very strong bond with it, or a philosophical or spiritual bond. And you get people who are, you know, 100% fruitarian. They just want to eat fruit, and then they just want to eat one fruit, and they're going for they're getting a certain kind of type of experience from that, or a cleanse, or whatever else. And really good fruit has that power, and durian is often really good fruit. So I don't think it's addictive in the way that coffee or cigarettes are, because I think you do eventually get enough of it, and then you get on with your life and go to something else. And that's the beauty of fruit. There's always different fruits to try out. You're always looking for the next best thing, I think. So go out there and don't be scared of durian, and fruit is the truth. See you later. Bye.